Good morning, and welcome back to the Miss Fin Show. I am your host, Miss Fins. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. Please hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Hit the like button, guys. Like and subscribe. Let everybody else know we are live, guys. Welcome to the Miss Finn Show to Remix Thursday. We got an awesome show for you guys today. We got an awesome content creator. He's doing big things. I need you guys to help me out. Go support him. Go check him out over there at the Phins Posse podcast. We got Big C in the building, so he's coming through, guys. We're gonna be talking Dolphins, obviously. Maybe even some of the playoffs that's going on, what we can do. But go ahead and hit that like button, guys. Like and subscribe. I appreciate all you guys showing up for the Miss Finn show, where you can catch Monday to Friday, guys. Every single Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern. Thank you. Thank you so much. So without further ado, guys, what up? How you doing, Big C?
What up? What up? What up? What up, Finn fans? What up, Miss Fins? How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm doing well. In case you were wondering, people, yes, I'm hiding. Okay, because it's too cold in South Florida, but there's still my Dolphins hat. You guys know my hats. I have a
Yeah,
giant
yeah,
hat collection, and this is
that's dope.
literally one of my favorite hats. So, hmm
Definitely dope.
thank you. But I heard you're from Buffalo, New York, so I don't know your alliances, man. I don't know if I could trust everything you say, dude.
Not quite Buffalo.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, my
I
whole
got it
fam.
on good authority. Your family lives 10 minutes from the stadium.
Yeah, yeah, they do. Yeah, my whole family's Bills fans except for my father. He was a diehard Dolphins fan. He's no longer with us, but man,
Shout out to Pop.
that's where I got my love of football is my dad and the Dolphins. So I'm I bleed that aqua and orange, baby.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm gonna need you to do me a favor. Move about 2 inches to your right, sir, because you are. There you go. See, now you get to see my beautiful face
Oh, in
on
the
the TV.
background. Yeah,
Heck
there you
yeah,
go.
man.
Yeah, yeah,
So I'm talking about awesome. Listen, so yeah, we're gonna debate because when we were on that exact show, and shout out
yeah,
to TD CB83, of course yourself and me,
yeah, yeah.
talking about the Dolphins, man. I don't know, you sounded too much like you loved what was going on, and I don't know if I have to agree with you, man. You sounded a
Nah,
little defeatist to me.
nah. I'm not a two in the ear. I'm not one of those. I'm not CB83. I'm not apologetic for Tua and his game. I'm a realist, and the reality is right now that Chris Greer, Mike McDaniel, Stephen Ross isn't moving on from Tua this year. So I like to just look at what we can do as an organization to be better right now.
So what
Do I
can we
think?
do?
I mean, all we can do right now is work with what we got. We gotta address the offensive line. Hopefully, we gotta Chris Greer's got to do something with the salary cap. He's got to work some kind of magic. They're desperate. He's going to do what everything he can, and it's probably going to hurt us in the future. He's probably going to move contracts into the future, and it's going to be a mess overall. But what can we do? We got to hope that Tua stays healthy. We got to address the backup quarterback position because Tua's probably not going to stay healthy. We got to address the offensive line. We got to hope that Weaver doesn't leave us. We got to address the safety position and hope for the best. What else can we do right now? They're not moving on from Tua this year, so it's like beating a dead horse just to keep saying, "Oh, we need to release Tua. We need to get rid of Tua. We need to." I mean, it's just not happening this year. No matter how much you want it to, no matter how much I want it to, it's just not happening. And it sucks. It sucks that we're stuck in limbo because we decided to give Tua this contract extension that we should have waited on.
I mean, we literally paid him and guaranteed him $23.4 million with his fifth year. extension, but everybody was pay the man. He already showed you he can stay healthy. Good, show me one more time. But no, no, everybody want to pay the man, pay the man.
Yeah, I was against paying him. I didn't think we should. He didn't prove enough.
I'm like, doing it 1 year doesn't. It's not enough.
Absolutely not.
The other 3 years we didn't do it. So like, but I get it. Okay, okay. So you're saying essentially for people like myself who are maybe thinking, one easier way, or it's not easier, but just rip off the band-aid, get rid of everybody, and let's go ahead and reboot this puppy ASAP. You're like, well, they're never gonna do that, so let's think what can they do with what we got. First,
Yeah, I mean, we should do that. We should. You're absolutely right. That's what should happen. But Chris Greer, Mike McDaniel, they're not going to be here for. They're not going to be here for the rebuild. So they're like, screw that. We're not doing that. Stephen Ross is 84 years old. He's not. He's not trying to hear that. Oh, give me 2 more years. I might not be here for 2 more years. You know what I mean?
no, you're right, you're right, you're right. So okay, 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 okay. This is my thing. This is my thing because when you're talking about Stephen Ross, when you're talking about the GM, I feel very comfortable when I say I know my GM. One thing I can expect from my GM is he will always get us that splashy sign up. He will always get us that in the off season. But then typically it means that we're gonna really have no money for anything else. So how do you expect to address without going into detail because I know the cap itself is very complicated
Yeah.
for a lot of people, but without really going into super detail, how do you even address the O line, which is what most people want to always cry about?
I mean, we're gonna have to do it through the draft. I mean, Kansas City's guard Smith, he's going to be available most likely, but he's going to want $20 million. That's probably going to be his splashy play, if I had to guess. Um, but you got to try to find one of these kids in the draft and hope that they pan out immediately. Armstead hasn't retired yet, correct? But I don't know if we've seen enough from Paul to
I
say
haven't seen
that.
anything.
I don't know if we've seen enough from Patrick Paul to say he's the answer at left tackle. So we pretty much got at least three holes on the offensive line that we need plugged. So if he goes and signs Smith with his splashy deal, we need two more. So you got to address that in the draft. I mean,
Mm.
and hope that we hit and hope that the player that we choose isn't a
But
project player.
do you trust him to make the right pick? Do you trust him at even at scouting department to be able to get us the right personnel? Because I mean, take a look at the other draft that he's already had.
No,
The
I don't
man has
try.
been
I don't
picking
trust
for
it.
us for since 2016.
Yeah, I don't trust it. I mean,
How
he
many
likes
guys have hit?
he likes to pick these prospects, the people with potential, instead of going and getting the guy that's proven themselves. I mean, even with Chop Robinson had phenomenal potential, but was he the necessarily the right pick at that point in the draft?
At
I mean,
21?
yeah, I mean, I
No.
don't.
I still say no.
We could have had our choice of top offensive linemen. Every one
Graham
of them was
Barton,
there.
the number one rated O lineman. Graham Barton. He was available. We could have had him.
Was he from Duke?
I forgot. But he was available. I
Yeah, they,
remember.
they they were pretty much all available there, and he went with the guy with potential, and which Chop ended up having a decent season at the end of the year, but
I
he was
mean,
a
he had 15 tackles, 4 sacks, 1 pass deflection, 2 forced fumbles. That's it. I mean, for a rookie, I guess that's decent, but I'm sorry. I need a lot more than just. Some people are trying to crown him as the next Jason Taylor, and I'm like, slow your horse.
yeah.
I mean, he showed us a little something, but versus the teams that we need him to, it's like the mantra of this team is we're great versus or really good versus the below average teams. But when it comes to the teams they're punching you in the mouth, we have no response. And that's the problem that I have. Everybody he gets is mediocre. I don't want a mediocre. I don't need
Yep.
a mediocre. I
Yep.
can stand a mediocre. That's exactly who he gets. Greer is a Bills fan. Like, okay, I hate you, bro. Oh my god, he's like, I'm serious. His brother Mike played hockey for the Sabres. And you know that even worse part? His whole family is linked to the Patriots.
Yeah,
Dad with the Patriots, brother with the Patriots. He played with the Patriots. The Patriots, a lot of people forget. The Patriots didn't even win anything until after he left.
so
And he was
just
there for years.
just our luck.
I'm like, it's possibly the worst possible thing that could have happened to us. Shout out to everybody in the chat and the building. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Thank you so much, Chef Jew, one of our awesome members. Good morning, Joe Riss. Welcome, welcome, sir. Michael K, I see you, sir. I see you. Sabi, welcome, welcome. Man, I'm just delusional Patriots fan as always. I got a lot of fans who are Dolphin fans, and I also have very loyal non-Dolphin fans from all our rivals. Man, I'm telling you.
That's what's up, though.
Yeah, yeah, no,
You
but it's
must be
just
you
cool.
must be doing something right then.
Oh man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Most of the time, I give them a little shot to, throw little jabs here and there, but then I uppercut them. So, uh,
Yeah,
that's good. maybe, maybe not. But okay, see, that's my problem with the Dolphins. Right now, we are listing, and I'm looking at it, and it looks like we have several picks coming up for us. So we got obviously 13 overall.
yep,
Then we got the number 48 in the second round. We got number 96 in the third round. So we got one in the first three rounds. Okay. Then we got our regular fourth rounder. We got the comp pick fourth rounder. So the comp pick that was supposed to be, from what we were told, a third comp pick, a third round comp pick for Wilkins, we didn't get it because Wilkins got injured. This is why I
yeah,
hate comp picks, because and plus the Dolphins never get the comp picks they're supposed to be getting. We
yep,
also got two fifth round picks, our fifth round pick and the Denver fifth round pick. We got a Chicago seventh, our seventh, and another our seventh. So we have several picks, but they're mostly in the fourth round and down. What are we
yeah.
supposed to do with that?
I mean, I'm not big on those late round draft picks. I mean, can you find somebody? Yeah, but Chris Greer hasn't shown the ability to find a lot of talent in the first round draft picks, let alone the later rounds. Uh, I'd try to move them later round picks for a player, um, and address the offensive line and the safety position with the first three picks and go from there. He's gonna have to make some room. I don't know where the cap space is gonna come from, but that's his job, not mine. Uh, but he's got to make it happen. But those late round draft picks, uh, they're valuable for teams like Baltimore, Pittsburgh, teams that are have the ability to find those diamonds in the roughs. But we haven't shown the ability to be able to do that. So those are meaningless to me, honestly.
That's another thing. I don't know if you saw the video. This was circulating in Twitter, dude. And I mean, I got so mad when I saw it. Literally, the Detroit Lions, the year 2021, when we drafted Waddle, obviously everybody saw, um, um, the tight end from the Atlanta. Oh my God.
Pitts,
Pitts, Kyle Pitts, right? Everybody saw, oh my God, so many teams were linked to him, right?
yep,
Even us. And we were looking at so many different picks, but he went third overall, right?
yep,
And then when we got to fifth, we picked at six. When they got to six, you can hear the excitement of the Detroit Lions because they picked seven, and they were like, "Okay, what's the pick? What's the pick? I'm hearing Waddle. I'm hearing Waddle." The minute say Miami Dolphins are like Waddle, yes, 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 we got our guy in Penesul. I was like, I booed. I was at that draft because they did it at a stadium. I booed. when we selected Waddle. And I had people looking at me because I was like right on the like 2 yard line. I'm like, I didn't care. I was like, boo! I wanted Penny, so I've been trying to protect Tua this entire time since we've had him.
Yep.
And I wanted Penny Sewell. Penny Sewell is literally the number one rated on lineman in the league, if
Yep.
not top three.
Yep.
And I'm just like, we've had so many opportunities to get guys, but we whiff on these players so much. I just don't trust our team to do it. It's one draft after another draft after another draft that right now, excluding 2024 because they just got here. I mean, Cam Smith, he pretty much has done nothing
Yep.
from last year's draft. Not 24, but 23.
Yep.
Devon Achane was the only good one out of the four picks that we had.
Yep.
Elijah Higgins, he ain't even here. Brian Hayes, he ain't even here.
Nope.
Cam Smith, let's just say he's not here.
Yep.
One good pick, which was the running back at 84
Yep.
in 23. That's it.
Yep.
Forget the entire 2022 draft pick. Tyndall, Ezukama, Good, Skylar Thompson. They're all gone. Oh no, Tyndall is still in the building. He ain't here because he sucks.
Yep.
He hasn't
Yep.
been developed.
Nope.
2021, you got Waddle, Phillips, Devon Holland. Ooh, those guys are good. Really? Because Phillips has been out for the last 2 years since he's been drafted.
Even when he was
Jalen
here,
Waddle,
he didn't put up huge numbers that you expect from a first round draft choice.
18th overall.
You
From an
expect JJ
18th,
Watt. You expect JJ Watt numbers, TJ Watt numbers from a first round pass rusher.
and it's not even just a first round. This is like a high pick in the first round too.
We got to deal with the 7 sacks a season. Like, come on, bro. What is that's what you that's what our that's what they've trained us to be happy with though. Mediocre play. That's what I think CB83's problem is that he's seen he's he's delusional because of all the horrible play that we've had over the last 30 years that he's just excited to oh my gosh, we're contending for a playoff spot instead of just being 6-10, 5-11, 7 you know what I mean, seven and
But
nine.
we're always 8-8. That's the thing that people don't realize. We're never 5-11 because we'd be picking in the top 10.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
always 8-8. Always. We are the most 500 team in the NFL. We're 8-8.
Only now we're doing it in a well, up until this year, we were doing it, and it looked sexy. You know what I mean, with 80-yard touchdowns and big flashy plays. So it kept us happy because
That's what it is.
we were beaten on those weak teams. You know what I mean?
It was a PR stunt. That's all it is, man. A PR stunt the entire time, dude.
I
And
mean,
that's the problem that I have.
let's keep it real. We're gonna get what we all want. We're just gonna have to wait on it. They're gonna fail. They're not gonna make the right choices in this draft. They're not gonna bring in the right people. We're gonna be in for a long season, and at best of the best, we win 10 games and make the playoffs, and maybe we even steal a playoff victory. Maybe we do, but that's the best that we can do. But chances are we're not going to reach that, and they're going to get fired eventually, and we're going to have to start a long rebuild with, and we're still going to be strapped for cash. So it's gonna be 4 years before this team is legitimately moving in the right direction, and that's sad. It's sad.
It's just another wasted. I mean, it's just more time wait, flashier, more time wasted. That's the problem that I have. I mean, of course, it's exciting. You know what I mean? You're right. Like it's exciting. Like who doesn't want to see flashy plays and these long, catches that go for 80? Like who doesn't love it, right? It's they're awesome plays. They're exciting plays. They keep you in the seat. I mean, I've been cheering so much the last 3 years being on the seat, but at the end of the day, it just seems like, especially the teams around us, keep making moves, and it's like, oh no, we're just gonna do the exact same thing we've been doing for the last 30 years because we know it's gonna succeed. Not even the Lions have done that. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong; they're losing their entire coaching staff, so Dan Campbell's gonna have a very big challenge trying to
Yeah.
bring back the success with a brand new coaching staff and maybe even some free agents leaving. But for overall, I mean, that's it. That's part of the job of the head coach and the GM to make that happen. But even the Lions, who were literally the worst team in the NFL, you got three bad teams. You've always had the Lions, the Commanders, the Browns, but uh, they have the Hall of Fame, so I can't really go too ham on them.
Yeah.
You got you got the Panthers as well. It's like four horrendous bad teams. But at least, heck, even the Browns at least tried something. You know what? No one's ever done this. We're just at least gonna try. Let's pay this guy a fully guaranteed contract. Let's see what we can do at least and go on. Something. But for us, it's like we're not the Lions. They found their guy. They made the moves and they built this team before they brought in their quarterback. And they've seen success. We can't even win it. We can't even make the playoffs after year three. Like,
You got a comment in your chat. Delusional
which
Pats
one?
fan says no one has had it harder than the Patriots. Get out of here. Get out of here. Had it harder than the Patriots,
What, for like two
man.
seconds? Oh, please.
Get out of here. Had it
Please.
harder
What's
than
up,
the Patriots.
Skull? Welcome. This is one of our awesome members. He's also a Jets fan. He
Uh,
uh he loves
I
his
can't stand
Jets,
the
man.
Jets. I can't stand the
He
Jets.
hey, I get it, man. He knows it. He knows it. But
Yeah, I mean, it's sad. The sad thing is that a year or two ago, if Tua could stay healthy, if Chris Greer would have addressed the offensive line, we had the potential to beat some of these teams. I mean, it's sad. We should have, in reality, when Lamar Jackson was out shopping himself and Baltimore gave him the option to go find a contract, we should have gave him fully guaranteed. Lamar Jackson was a proven commodity. He wasn't coming off 20 scandalous massage, you know what I mean? Like Deshaun Watson. He wasn't coming
Robert
off
Kraft
a year
situations.
off. Yeah, he wasn't coming off all the baggage that Deshaun Watson was. Lamar Jackson was a proven MVP commodity. We should have gave him that bag. And and we'd probably be in a different position right now if we did.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Just walk with me for like 2 seconds. It would have been. It was 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
It would have been Lamar with Tyreek Waddle. My guy would have still been here. Mike is sexy is my favorite guy. All my fans know it.
I
That's
seen
my
what you
guy,
did there. I seen what
of
you did.
course. Hey, listen, he signed my boob, man. Okay, so
Okay,
in
okay.
training camp, I was like, Mike, sign my boob. Everybody laughed, and I'm like, he's coming. Oh my god, he is coming. And then my mom, thank God, my mom was there. She said, come on. Oh man, my mom, man, she was definitely my wing woman
There
that
you
day.
go.
But yeah, he signed my boob. I got the jersey and everything in my closet. But yeah, Mike Gesicki would have been there, and you know that Lamar loves his tight end, and Mike
Yep.
Gesicki is nothing but a I call him the Great Valley version of Travis Kelsey because
Okay.
Travis Kelsey doesn't block. People don't understand this. He is a better blocker than Gesicki. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
but he
yeah, yeah.
doesn't block. That man is just a giant mismatch of a wide receiver.
Yep.
Same thing with Gesicki. They line him up at the slot, on the outside, wherever they need to, whether they're doing trips or two on one side, two on the other, like or even a two tight end set. That man is always placed as a wideout.
Yeah,
So
he's physically
we
gifted. He was a volleyball player in college.
exactly, exactly. So we had that already here. Now look at what he's done with Joe Burrow. Like that, you don't give away or you don't let the famous line. This is a kiss of death. He's earned the right to
Yeah.
be a free agent.
Yeah.
You don't do that when you got somebody that is as talented as that. Yeah, shout out to Mama Fans. I love you, Mom. But seriously, like that's the thing. It would have been Lamar, it would have been Gesicki, it would have still been Tyreek, it would have been, all these guys. Man, we had an opportunity to make something happen, man. We did. But unfortunately, this is where we're stuck at.
Yo.
But what do you do with with I get the O line because everybody always complains about the O line. Yet Tua is one of the least sacked quarterbacks in the league. He has one of the least amount of pressures in the league. That's because he throws the ball away. Well, first of all, that's a scheme A, and B, he navigates somewhat the pocket. So it's a tandem. What is another position that we need to address that you think really is gonna make a big impact for us?
I mean, the safety position, Javon Holland was not. He's been on a down direct.
Downward trajectory.
Yeah. He's been on that for the last couple of years. Uh, he was making business decisions this year, not trying to hit the hole like he was supposed to. Uh, Jordan Poyer was an absolute disaster for us. He cost us that game in Buffalo with that.
Single-handedly cost us
Yes,
second.
yeah,
He was a secret agent, man.
yeah. There was no need for that hit on that receiver. Put him in field goal range. Blah blah blah. He was absolutely horrendous the whole year. So we need to address that. Uh, Calais probably isn't coming back, so we need defensive line help, especially in the middle. And to be honest, we made a mistake when we signed Bradley Chubb, traded for Chubb. We should have, if we would have went out and got Smith from the Bears, which the Ravens did. We've been missing that middle, that he's seeking run stopping middle linebacker since Zach Thomas, and that's the quarterback of your defense. That's that. And we go and we get the flashy pieces. We get the Tyreek Hills. We get the Jalen Ramseys. We get the. Well, where's the meat and potatoes of this team? That's why we get pushed around by the good teams, because the offensive line, the defensive line, the middle linebacker, the rough hard neck players in positions in this league, we don't address. We like the Ferraris with the Honda motors in them. You know what I mean? Instead of getting some that's built for tough. You know what I mean? Or yeah,
I laugh, bro, because I know what you're talking about when you talk about that. And to me, it's kind of hilarious, but people really don't get it. Sometimes I'm like, yo, like the moves are there. I was so pissed when we got Chubb because I'm like, Raekwon was the move. He was the move. He was the one that we should have gotten. But no, what do? We get another edge, which is great. We need edge help, right? But Roquan Smith, to me, his value was so much higher. And they get him for a third round pick. And then what do we do? Not only do we not get a middle linebacker, to your point, that we need, we get an overpay a first round pick and get this man practically $20 million guaranteed a year for 3 years. Like, it's just you can't make this up. The
oh,
Dolphins have been missing.
Denver was like, we got him. We fleeced him. We
Oh man.
you took our Jalen Phillips and gave us a first round pick for him. What? You gave us our outside linebacker that we took in the first 10 picks and gave, you know what I mean? That was averaging 7, 8 sacks a season. There was
Even
going to be
even
nothing
this.
more than that.
And then when we have a Van Ginkel, we let he earned the right to be a free agent.
That was
I'm telling you, like
for
it
someone that
was.
retired on us. Terrible. Terrible.
Yo, I can't. It's you can't make this up. It is so bad with the way they've been handling this team, and I think that's probably why we get so frustrated as fans. But that's just what we're dealing with right now. But I'm with you, man. I'm with you. So you say we gotta. You say that we gotta. We gotta, try to get our middle linebacker, try to get a safety help, and O line. But what about the defense? We're about to lose Anthony Weaver. Like, what do you think we should do with that?
I mean, I don't think Anthony Weaver's going to end up getting that job. Hopefully, I would bag Calais Campbell to come back. I would bag him. I would address the safety position with our second pick. There's a kid named I got his name here. He plays for South Carolina. Nick Emery. He's a beast. He's 6'4", 227 pounds. Runs the 40 in 4.38. He's an animal. Check him out if you get a chance. He's been mocked to us a couple times. I would address the safety position there. Maybe add one in free agency. It's not hope is not all lost for the season. We just got to have a million things go right. Tua's got to stay healthy. That's the first thing. We got to address the offensive line through free agency and the draft. If we hit on a couple picks, this offense can get back to being in a top 10 offense. Last year's defense was a top 10 defense. It might not look like it all the time, but it was a top 10 defense as far as ranking goes. You add a couple pieces. I mean, we can be back to them playoffs. And we can, I mean, we competed against the Bills last year. We almost beat the Bills. We should have beat the Bills if it wasn't for Poyer. There was a couple other teams that we could have beat. So hope's not all lost. It's just we got to have a million things go right. So, I mean, we can still be excited about the upcoming season. We just need Chris Grier to do something that Chris Grier hasn't done before, and that's win the offseason and make proper
What do you
choices. And
mean? He got us a Tyreek. He got us a Teron Armstead. He got us a Calais Campbell, a Jalen Ramsey. All he does is win the off season with
I mean
some
that
one splashy move.
yeah, he gets that splashy move, but he got to win the offseason. He's got to address the main concerns of this team. We got to get the trenches figured out. And finally, they're admitting that the offensive line wasn't up to par. So we shall see. I think for once they're feeling the heat, and they know that if they don't produce this year, then their time's coming. I think it's a little different than time before where Chris Grier just was like, all right, I'm safe. I think Chris Grier sees the writings on the wall, and that if he doesn't really address the issues that we have and lets them go another year, he's probably not going to be here for the next part.
Oh, he'll be here. He just won't be in the same GM position.
Yeah.
He'll be some senior advisor to, I don't know, the toilet. But but thinking about it too, man, because I got my heart stopped real quick, but it's just frustrating, man. Like Dolphins right now just can't seem to get out of their own way. So if you're the GM, and I know you talked about some of the stuff that you wanted to do, but as far as the front office, what do you do with the front office, man?
I mean, it's hard to say. I would try to take people from successful franchises. You want to poach people from the Baltimore Ravens, the Kansas City Chiefs, you know what I mean? Like, you want to poach them type of front office people that have shown a history of being successful and doing it for a long period of time. No matter who's there, they continue to draft the right people. They know how to build a team from the inside out, and they do things the right way. And that's the type of people we need in the building here. Change the culture. Change the damn culture. You can't be friends with the players. You can't be friends. And we can't give people 7 seasons to see if you work out. If you're late to practice, if you're late to meetings, get the hell out of here. You're done. I don't care if your
Talk
name's.
to people like that, Big C. You cannot talk to people like that, Big C.
Then you can't play for me. There's people that really love this game. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're coming into the pros rich already with the new nil thing, and they're coming into the league already rich, so they don't need NFL money. But there's players out there that really love the game, and they're going to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. because they love the game, and that's the type of players that we need. And if you ain't about that, get out.
Thank you. Then don't play for me.
Yeah, go somewhere else
That's
and play.
exactly what I want.
Yes,
I'm tired of these and yes, these soft players. Because there's so many kids out there that will give whatever to get an opportunity to be able to play. Like
yep,
so many kids. Ah, like we got nothing but a bunch of divas.
yep.
I'm like, you don't got 6 rings when you can start acting like that. When you get 6 rings, then maybe you can start acting like that.
They
But you
just
don't
got
got
fat.
it
They got fat pockets. That's all they care. You know what I mean?
because all we do instead of drafting properly is dang, we messed up on the draft. Now we gotta overpay. Like you said it yourself. We're about to pay 20 something million on a safety. Like, like it's ridiculous. But it's the same thing over and over and over again, man. But guys, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an awesome show so far. If you guys haven't done so already, please hit that like button for me and go check out Big C. Try to look up your channel real quick, man. Let the people know where they can find you, Big C.
Phins Posse podcast on YouTube. Come check out the show. Uh, I'm gonna be live and doing videos Monday through Friday, releasing them around 10 a.m. So check me out.
Yeah, guys, he's got 512 subscribers. He just added another one. He's got a 513 subs, guys. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to immediately go over here. Let me copy this puppy real quick. Put it in the chat, guys. If you haven't done so already, click the link. I just put it on there. Fin Posse. You should have put Phins Posse, though. Was that taken?
I'm not. It might have been.
Okay, I was like, because I almost mistakenly wrote your name, but yeah, guys, go ahead and check them out. Click the link. Go support them. Let's get them to 1,000 subs. There you go. You already got another sub, man. You
I
got two new
appreciate it.
subs. That's
Appreciate
what I'm
it.
talking about. Let's get them to 1,000 sub, guys. Appreciate y'all. Listen, what do you got coming up that people could be excited for?
I'm just gonna do the mock drafts. Try to figure out the salary cap. Try to figure out what we can do to make this team successful for next year. We'll obviously talk about the future and if this year doesn't pan out the way that we hope it does, and what we can do to move forward. I'm gonna do some fun stuff too, some all time Miami Dolphins drafts. You know what I mean? Put together the greatest team, Miami Dolphins team in history. You know what I mean? Just a bunch of fun stuff. Supposed to do some work with Dudley Durong, uh, CB83, Shake Money. So got a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of stuff on the horizon. Just trying to build myself up right now and become a real member of the Dolphins community. And
You already a real member, man. Don't say that. You already a
yeah,
real member.
yeah,
Look at
yeah.
that
I'm trying to get
MVP.
my numbers up, trying to
Let's
get my weight up.
go. You got this.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. Just trying to get my weight
awesome.
up and give it to the fans, you know, from the heart. You know what I mean? Not no bullshit.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess I didn't. You might not know this is a family friendly
Oh,
show, so
sorry.
it's okay.
Apologize. Apologize.
We had some technical difficulties, but
Oh,
don't worry, he knows now.
I'm
Uh,
sorry.
anyways, man, listen, thank you so much for coming through, Big C. Give me your final thoughts real quick before we skedaddle.
I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you. I love the Dolphins, and I'm gonna give it to you real. I appreciate you all. Uh, fins up, baby. Let's go.
Fins up. Well, everybody, thank you so much for coming through. Go check out Big C, man. He's been amazing. He's been great. As you can see, guys, you can go ahead and check out another great Miami Dolphins broadcaster. So go check him out over there. He's been doing amazing stuff. Appreciate everybody that came through. Hit that like button, guys. hit the like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, guys. You guys are the best. Take care. I'll catch you tomorrow for the game preview. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming through. Bye bye.